It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're going to see Brian Thomas Jr. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Jags and the Titans coming up next.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson up here in the booth. Greg, we've looked at this matchup, talked about the offenses, the defense. It feels like a tight one, and usually what does that mean? Special teams could be a big factor in who gets out of here with the double.
Each week when we come into these games, Mike, we probably do a disservice to just the importance of how much special teams plays a factor in deciding the outcome of these games. And you're exactly right. When teams find themselves very similar on offense,
the final 2 weeks of the regular season are upon us, and off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded inside the 5, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Titans coming out with their quarterback, Will Levis. Good performance last year, taken early in that second round in the 2023 draft. Greg, this quarterback out of Kentucky could be the future for Tennessee.
he's coming off one of those games, Mike, where he just wasn't good enough. I mean, he wasn't bad by any stretch of the imagination. He was good at times. He just wasn't good enough times. And I think when you're playing the quarterback position and all of the focus is on you, your play has such a direct correlation between wins and losses that when you don't play your best, the magnifying glass is on you. So he needs to bounce back this week. He needs to be more productive in the passing game, generate more big plays, and then eliminate the turnovers. He cannot continue to throw the ball to the other team.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect.
Now a loose football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Out of the shotgun, Levis. And this ball incomplete on third down. Tyler Boyd was the intended target for that one. And now it's fourth down. The Titans sending out their punter. Back deep for Jacksonville, that's Devin Duvernay. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. They're led out by the man who won a national title at Alabama. The quarterback's the former first-round pick, Mac Jones.
Going back and looking at last week's tape, just a little too up and down for my liking. It's hard to win consistently in the NFL, Mike, with your quarterback having good plays, good weeks, bad weeks. You want to just level all of that out. Maybe you lose some of the highs, but you prevent some of the lows. And when he was good, he was really good. But when he was bad, those are the back-breaking plays that really are hard to overcome if you want to win consistently in this league.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Well, after the nice run to start the drive, why not go back to the well and try it again? And that's exactly what they do. Have to imagine at some point now, the defense tries to change their look.
They'll go back to ETN on first down. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. The linebacker, Jerome Baker, there to make the play. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Jones. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing is Jones on 3rd down. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
To the right, on the run, it's ETN. Not much. 2nd and long coming up.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Titans' 12-yard line.
Jones keeping this one. And maybe the quarterback should have given that one away. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Trying to keep a drive alive, going to have to convert on 3rd and 9. Jones operating out of the pistol. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
A 43-yard attempt.
Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Levis. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. From the gun, on 3rd down, here's Levis. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The Jaguars offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. On 1st down, Jones.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and but most of the time is a very pass-happy situation, makes them very one-dimensional.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Jones. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Titans offense ready to come back out for this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Titans.
Here's Levis to throw. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
At some point, you would just like to see that internal clock start to speed up. The longer the play goes on, the more vulnerable you become as the quarterback. Get rid of the ball, but no matter what, you have to avoid the sack.
They send Ridley in motion. A 2nd down throw here for Levis. That one incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't.
And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line. That is Josh Hines-Allen from his defensive end spot to record the sack. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Jones. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
That's good for a Jaguars.
On 1st and 10, here's Jones. This one taken in by Reynolds. 2nd and 7. Now Etienne, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Up the middle, here's Etienne. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. Here's 2nd and 6. Reynolds is the motion man here. Now, Jones. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down. Well, that play had no chance from the start. The running back was not even able to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. Give credit to that defensive line. That was an incredible effort, forcing that 4th down stop.
The Titans offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. To throw is Levis. Next to the former Jaguar and Falcon, Calvin Ridley. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Up the middle, here comes Pollard. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down. Now, Levis. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete. Calvin Ridley was the intended receiver. It's 2nd down. They run it straight ahead with Pollard. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. To throw is Levis. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Jones. In trouble, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On play action, it's Jones. A pass deep for Reynolds.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
Levis to throw it here on 1st down. To the left side in the hands of Boyd. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, The ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Levis to throw. Catch made. That's Boyd. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Throwing is Levis. He's got it at about the 8. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Barring some type of disaster with that big pass pickup, it puts them in position now where they feel like they can at least walk away with points off this drive. I just feel like it has to be 6. I feel like anything less than that will be a letdown.
They'll run here. It's Pollard. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal. The motion man is Boyd. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Tony Pollard. Touchdown Titans. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Jones going to hang on to it here. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll give it to Etienne on the option. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now Jones. He gets this one complete to Reynolds. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jones. That's complete to Etienne. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and a yard. This run straight ahead for Etienne. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. Fighting off defenders here. He'll churn forward and pick up 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Once again, it's Bigsby. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Loss of 1.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
This one intercepted. Picked off by Chidobe Awuzie. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
so often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky this didn't go all the way back for a pick six.
Tony Pollard heading out with the rest of his Tennessee teammates for their next drive. So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Pollard. And he will power his way into the end zone. Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Tennessee. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal. And, Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Makes the score Titans 14, Jaguars 3.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Duvernay on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. They're going to start this on the ground with Bigsby. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Etienne. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more from Jacksonville after this timeout. Here's a 3rd and 10. They'll run it once more with Etienne. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Titans offense about ready to take over once more. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. The tight end Okonkwo is in motion. On 1st down, Levis. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Having a dominant pass rush so often translates to wins. But that's hardly been the case here, Mike, and they're able to add another sack to their total before half, and that's great. But somehow they still find themselves trailing, and that's the only thing that matters.
Putting the tight end in motion. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Offense. Still 2nd down.
Second down, zone read, and he keeps it. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here, and they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go in this first half. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. The motion man is Boyd. On 3rd down, here's Pollard. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their 2nd. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter. Here's the punter now, as this drive quickly stalled out So he's on to punch it away. Whoa! And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Jones. This one is caught, and it's the tight end stream. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Throwing is Jones on 3rd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
With the score, Titans 14, Jaguars.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where you see the final score there. DeAndre Swift, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. It was a strong first half for running back Tony Pollard. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Jags offense ready to see what they can do. Greg, sitting up here with you, this is not the same energy we saw from this team at the start of the game. How much has the defense kind of sapped it out of them?
Oh, I think it's a big factor in this game. And when you start taking the ball away at the rate that they have today, it takes a lot of the confidence out of the offense. And I think that's the body language that you're referring to. There is a lot of doubt creeping in to this offense. And it's almost becoming to the point where you don't want to be the guy with the ball because you're afraid you're going to give it up. And when it gets to that, man, as an offense, you're in trouble.
Here's Jones. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Out of the shotgun, Levis. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. From the gun, it's Levis. He's got his man. That's Boyd. That catch number 80 in this campaign. And it gives his team a first down.
First down, Titans.
Levis. This one caught at the 4. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the Jaguars' 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And that'll give them a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
First and goal, Tennessee.
Here's a run. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Now Levis. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Tyler Boyd, touchdown Titans.
And this is where the threat of run just opens up everything else in your offense, especially when you have a premier back lined up behind center. And this is one of those cases where the defense is so worried about how do we stop this ground game. They don't have enough guys to account for everyone in the passing game, and results in an easy touchdown.
Jaguars 6.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Keelan Robinson to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Jaguars offense and Mac Jones heading back out onto the field. And the turnovers have really been the story here. Take you back through the high, or actually the lowlights in this one. Not a lot of positives when you have a 3-interception game under pressure all game long. The secondary feasting on his passes. Throwing on first down is Jones. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on second and 2.
At the 36-yard line.
A tight end in motion now. Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on
Delay
top.
of game, offense. Still second down.
Now, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Shotgun now for Jones. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And If they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
The Titans offense and Tyler Boyd heading back onto the field. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now, Levis. Now he takes off. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Off the play fake, it's Levis. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. A gain of 11 on that one. First down for Tennessee. Here's Levis to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes, so can't let that last income.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Levis. Oh, and once again, the pressure too intense. They get him down again.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
The Titans punting unit comes out to the field as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Jaguars offense make their way out to take over once more. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. In motion comes Thomas. On 1st and 10, here's Jones. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still 2nd down.
Jones to throw on 2nd down. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. It is 3rd and 10.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Jaguars ready to punt this one away. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. Room to run at the 35. And they will finally get him out of bounds, but not until he's near the 45-yard line. How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down. They go play action with Levis. No chance at all. He'll go down.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
Throwing on 2nd down, Levis. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front, the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Levis. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Jones operating out of the pistol. He locates the big tight end, DeGuara. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Jones. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Jones. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. And certainly some optimism that this is the end. This is the week they're going to put it all together and end that long losing streak. They are not home yet, but they are in control here in the fourth. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Levis. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Levis. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
All these stops are great. You're trying to cut back into this deficit, find your way back into this game. But the defense can make as many stops as they want, Mike. This game's going to come down to what does their offense do when they take the field.
The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now Jones. He connects. It's in the hands of Reynolds. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here now, 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Jones. Open man, that's Duvernay. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the give, it's ETN. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Now Jones throwing on, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on 2nd down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to 3rd. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field. Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. The victories have been few and far between this year, but they're closing in on a W here. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Levis. A throw right side, taken in by Boyd.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Levis. He's got his tight end. That's Okonkwo. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Now, faking the give. Open man downfield. It's Boyd. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take them.
1st and 10, and they give it to Pollard. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. There's that man again, another catch. 3rd down, 3 to go. They'll try and run for the 1st down with Pollard. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. They'll run for it, and it's Pollard. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
So the offense dips into their RPO game, and the key for any defense defending it is everybody has to do their job. In this case, it's a give read. The running back gets the ball, and the defense makes a great stop on 4th down.
The home team's offense ready to take over once again. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Jones. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw is Jones. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Right back to Thomas. He's got it again. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Again, it's Jones. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Jones. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
The Titans offense getting set to get back to work. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Levis to throw on 1st and 10. That caught Tony Pollard. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. They give to Pollard on the option. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. Now the Jags will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Jaguars offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
This is a tough spot. 3rd down and 10. Working from the gun, it's Jones. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Jones to the air again. He locates the big tight end, Jaguars. The Titans offense ready to get back to work. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. So this one, a win for the visiting Titans. And it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the 2nd time this year. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.